Hey, all my other Geminis, how are you? Oh my goodness gracious, our ruling planet is getting ready to go retrograde, and you know it's just going to be crazy. But we'll get into that in a second. Well, actually, I'll jump in right now. Um, if you are not familiar with Mercury retrograde, or even if you are familiar with the Mercury retrograde, the information about it, the detailed information, is in my astrological overview on my YouTube channel. That'll give you all the details you need, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Many of you, of course, are familiar with it, and you're trying to kind of finagle. You're already trying to figure out, well, what's a new project and what's a finishing up of an old one. I know that. I've done that. Don't do the big things, marriage, buying a car, things like that. You know what I mean? Okay, that's the one announcement. The next announcement, let me see what I've got here. um, oh yes, of course. Many of you have been asking, when am I going to start my next series of classes? I'm going to do that after Mercury goes direct, which will be in September. You just don't start new projects under a retrograde Mercury. And you might say, well, this is not a new project. You've been teaching for umpteen zillion years. And I would agree. But this falls out of the category of starting a new project, which a new class is. Okay. If you have any questions about the class or about my mentoring services, I stopped doing the mentoring services when COVID hit. Well, I'm back. Many of you like to be mentored, meaning one-on-one, face-to-face with me once a week, using your chart and your family charts to get all the information you need. It's a good deal. It really is. So, and then if you're just interested in a reading, whether for 6 months or 12 months, super. Just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. All the information is there. And again, if you have questions, call me. Not hard. Getting in touch with me, getting through to me, that's a whole nother story because we're all so busy, but I will return your call. Okay, now let's talk about this. All right. This is so cool. First of all, let's look at this fabulous first house. That's our physical body, our personality. It's what we put out there to the world. All right. Jupiter is optimism and expansion. It's the physical body. Cut back on carbs, sugar, you know what I mean? Okay. But it gives you a very philosophical, jovial, happy outlook on things. It's quite beautiful. It brings joy and happiness. So enjoy. Mars, the red planet. Whoa, that's war. That's you're going to fight with and fight for that first house. That's you. And so with Mars there and Jupiter expanding the power of Mars, yeah, you're doing what you want, when you want, how you want, because you want. Wait a minute, that's me too. It's true, it worked. I'm just messing with you. It does work. We know that. And I can feel that in myself. Very much so. All right, let's keep on going. The yellow planet is the sun, the giver of life. It's in our third house of ideas. We are thinking about new ideas, whether teaching, whether writing a book, doesn't matter, whether mentoring, ideas, lots of great new ideas. And it's a time to communicate with siblings. All right. On the 22nd, the sun moves into the fourth house of home, family, and real estate, and they really are activated at that point in time, in a good way. The giver of life. There can be changes that you make in your home that are incredibly helpful, and just the sun is the center of our life, and your home then becomes your home base. I love it. Now let's talk about Venus, the pink planet. Love, beauty, money, artistic ability, happiness. The two good guys of the zodiac, Jupiter and Venus. Jupiter is the greater benefic, Venus is the lesser benefic. That's a joke. Less good, not Venus, all good. Yeah, both of those can mean too much of a good thing. So if you cannot pass up chocolate ice cream, you're going to have a problem. Okay. I'm just saying. All right. We start in the third house, and you're communicating loving thoughts. We all are, all us Geminis. On the 4th, the day before Mercury goes retrograde, Venus moves into our fourth house of home, family, and real estate. And we just love being home. It's a time to beautify the house and to love it and to love your family. If you can, do it. And on the 29th, Venus moves into that fifth house of fun and games. Oh yeah, baby. So this is also the house of children and creative projects. It's fun, fun, fun. So I'm going to encourage you to party. Now, on the new moon, hang on one second. I cannot read my own handwriting. I think some of you know this. The new moon is on August 4th, and it's in 12 degrees of Leo. It's in your third house of communication, so your ideas are just great. Are you writing a book? Are you communicating? This would be the time to do it. However, with Mercury retrograde, don't start a new book, tie up the loose ends of old books that you've got stashed away, that you've written, that are probably brilliant. And then 2 weeks later, we have a full moon that's on the 19th in 27 Aquarius. And this is the house of the big picture. It's the principles. It's when you have a full moon in the 9th house, you see options in your chart, in your life, that you didn't know you had before. It is just great. Are you thinking of getting a passport and traveling? This normally would be a really good time for that. But with all the stuff going on with the airlines, and we don't even want to talk about that, I would use the 9th house for higher education. Okay. And so if you're thinking of taking any higher education classes of any sort, this full moon encourages you to do so, because you see options you did not know you had. I think that just about covers it for us. So I'll turn you loose on the world, and come on back next month when once again I take a look at our solar forecast. Till then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.